Nightscape said in a recent video, push yourself out of your comfort zone, because comfort zone is the worst place to be, 100%, and I took that advice so much.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of the Coffee Chat here at the Camden Coffee House. I'm joined by a special guest, BVIDZ.
How's it going, guys? Hope you're doing alright, and I gotta try this coffee. I've been waiting to try
Literally.
it.
I've been telling them it's the best coffee this side of London.
That's pretty decent.
It's banging.
That is banging coffee right there. I made a mess as always.
Hits the spot. So bro, tell them a bit about yourself and what you do on your channel, and like, just you, man.
Yeah, I just go out, live my life to my fullest, film whatever, do what I can to just entertain people, because that's what I want to do. I love entertaining people. You really get a good kick out of something, doing something that you genuinely love, entertaining others, and you know, to inspire the next generation of YouTube. That's something I want to do. And this year, I've had a lot of luck I didn't even expect, honestly.
I hear that, man. But like, most of the time, even I say it's luck, but it's actually you working hard behind the scenes, right? You know, you working hard subconsciously, like, but you don't know you're working hard, but you just think it's luck, man. Come on, man, you've been grinding hard, man.
Yeah,
come on, it's a mental game, man.
Yeah,
it's a mental game.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like I don't believe in myself, but in reality I do. So I suppose that's where it comes from.
Yeah, I hear that a lot. I get that a lot myself, like with editing. Like, I know I'm capable of doing some next level shit, man. Like, it's not PG, I can swear. I'm capable of doing some next level shit. It's just like I'm scared to go to that next level, because once I'm there, there's no going back. Do you know, before we go any further, like, I'd just like to, you know, like, give a massive shout out to the Camden Coffee House for, like, you know, basically sponsoring this video of free coffee and a location to film. Thank you very much, Sonny. And
it's decent coffee, really decent coffee, so cheers for that.
And while we're on the coffee subject, what is your go-to coffee, man? Like, what do you go to?
To be honest, like, I don't really have a go-to. Like, if something's there put in front of me, I'll drink it. Like, most of the time, my nan does get Nescafe, like the original Nescafe.
So let's put this scenario. You're going to a coffee shop, an independent coffee shop. You see a menu. There's a latte, cappuccino, flat white, espresso. What is your go-to coffee? And let's say you've got a laptop and you're about to edit a video. What are you grabbing?
I'd probably go for a flat white.
Flat white? I'd
probably go for a flat white. You can't go wrong with an original.
Interesting. That's the same coffee as Kellogg's, actually. Oh really? Yeah, it's his go-to coffee.
Oh, fair enough.
And like, this goes out to you guys as well. If you like want to comment like, what's your go-to coffee, I'll happily respond and like just talk, to be honest. I'm just gonna have to zip this coffee because he's just sitting here smiling at me.
Well, I'm absolutely loving this, man. You said this is the best coffee in London, right?
Yeah.
I think you've definitely lived up to that quote.
Yeah, it's so good, man. So good.
I mean, it makes my tea at home or my coffee at home like B-Tech level. This is just next level.
Talking about home, like, where you live, are there any like independent coffee shops or like? Or is it just mainstream?
It's mainly just cafes. There's not really like coffee shops. Like, you do have the good Costa and Starbucks there and there, but there's mainly just like cafes. There's not really like much in my area, because where I live, there's not a lot.
I see.
Yeah, my town's slightly dead, I'm not gonna lie, but you know, I still get what I can out of life and just go here, there and everywhere.
Yeah, I hear that, man. Who inspired you to start creating content? Content, I said it like I don't know why I said it, but like
inspiration.
Yeah, like, yeah, who like do you look up to like get you into the creative world?
Well, I'd say when I first discovered YouTube properly, like, I'd say this is like when I was like 13 or 14. I watched the likes of Ray William Johnson = 3, Smosh, because they were the two that were just killing it back in the day. Okay. And their content was just so funny. Like, I would just non-stop laughing my head off, and that was one thing to just get away from all the crap I was going through at school, just watching their content, and then that's what made me discover more content. And I was like, oh my god, there's people actually making a living off this. Because my original dream was to be a TV presenter for like ITV or something.
I can see that, man. I can see that.
And
it still can be a dream, you know. Like YouTube has many doors, you know. I don't know. Talking about YouTube, I don't think you really told them who you are.
BVIDZ.
Think about it.
I'm BVIDZ, the half Welsh crazy lad. If you watch KSI's videos, you will recognise my voice.
Oh, tell them why. Go on.
Since it's not PG, I will say it. I was on KSI's One Question Go earlier this year. Go to around the 7-minute mark on a very drunk or very sober video. I was the one that made JJ think that I was in the middle of fucking someone.
Damn. And that's like tying that all together. That's how we technically met. We met at the New Age tour.
Brixton.
Like, I went there because, like, if everyone knows me, I'm the networking god. You know, like there's no closed door. You know. And well, I was just in the queue. And I met up with this guy. And ever since then, we've just been talking, meeting up, making plans, content. Oh yeah, that's a bit about BVIDZ. So like, he makes some amazing content, crazy, comedic, and I'd say entertaining as well. It's all one massive thing. Yeah, that summarizes you.
Yeah, no, and I've got more ideas coming on the way. Usually I go to Bournemouth, sometimes come to London, or just do something at home. And I think when the next FIFA comes out, I think the FIFA videos will make a comeback. Because I haven't done one since the start of this year.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the last time I done one.
Yeah, I played FIFA once. Yeah, once. That's what you need to know, isn't it?
Yeah,
I'm not going near it.
I never used to like FIFA, that's the thing.
No, I'm more of a Call of Duty person. I like getting up and personal with a knife. Like, even knives are bad, but like in games it's okay.
Don't ever touch knives.
It's okay. It's okay.
Man, this coffee's banging.
I love a good coffee. I love a good coffee, like it. Just love a good coffee.
20 espressos in 40 seconds, who cannot forget
Don't
that?
like espressos, man. I don't like espressos. I can't. But if I go to Italy, I'll have one, of course.
Yeah.
But moving on. I remember you said to me before that you were, if I'm correct me if I'm wrong. You were on the spectrum, right?
Yeah, I am on the autistic spectrum.
Okay. Do you want to like tell me a bit more about that, and like, do you think that has helped, like going into the creative world? Do you think that has helped you counter certain mental like boundaries? You know, anxiety, like low confidence, etc.
Yeah, you could say that. To be fair, like I have two conditions. I have Asperger's syndrome and ADHD, so it's pretty much just struggling with social cues and just struggling mentally.
Okay.
And I feel like this is something good to talk about because I know a lot of people. That some people understand, but there's still quite a lot of people, not just in the UK, but around the world, don't understand.
Yeah, I've got a friend that is top in the UK on this whole subject. Like
Aspie World.
Yeah, the Aspie World. Dan, like, you gotta reach out to this dude, man. Like, maybe a future collaboration, because like I think it can work. And you as well, you need to watch some of his videos, man, because like you're still in that position. Like, the stuff he talks about is very knowledgeable and helpful, and I definitely recommend it, man.
Yeah, I'll definitely hit him up at some point because I think that'll be something good to talk about together. Yeah, I really struggled with it. It was like a lot more severe when I was younger. Okay. And honestly, I love my mum to pieces because like she had so much patience for me. I'm a nan as well. Even to this day, like I still have it. It's never gonna go away, but I've managed to like. Oh, it's hard to explain sometimes. It was like after college, like when I'd say during college, I started to like get more of an understanding through life, because when I was in school, I was very vulnerable. I was very, very vulnerable. The slightest comment made towards me, I would react. I'll be like, no, don't call me that, don't call me that. And when I started getting into college, I just started getting more of an understanding how people are and stuff like that. And it made me understand more, but it made me a little bit more immature at the same time, because like I was starting to hang around with not very good people.
I see a bad influence.
Yeah, I was starting to get around the wrong people because with college flopped for me because my course was shit. Very unprofessional course, I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to get into that too much because obviously otherwise I'll be slandering them. I don't want to do that on here. But I think despite me only getting a 90 credit in level 3 in performing arts, not getting the full diploma, I still feel like I got a lot out of it. I learned a lot. I gained a lot more knowledge and maturity from the performing arts industry. I don't think I'd ever go into it again, but I've got more of an understanding of how it works. And I do wish I got more opportunities, but I said to myself after college, if they're not going to give me opportunities, I'm going to go out and make my own opportunities. And
write that down.
Yeah, yeah. Honestly, if you feel like you're not getting anywhere in the way you want to get to, honestly, don't wait for opportunities that will never come. Make your own opportunities, and I mean that 100%.
On the same subject as of the spectrum, etc., do you have any advice for other people and individuals that are in the same situation as you or where you were? Like, do you have any advice to them to help them in their situation?
I'd say when it comes to like social life and stuff like that, just be open. Just be open. Just try not to have too many barriers up. Like, I know it's easier said than done, but just make yourself open. Just give people a chance. Give anything a chance. And one thing that Nightscape said in a recent video, push yourself out of your comfort zone, because comfort zone is the worst place to be, 100%. And I took that advice so much, and I honestly never a true word spoken. And yeah, if you feel like you're not getting anywhere and you're never going to get anywhere, or because you're conditioned, honestly, your condition don't mean nothing. It's all about having that positive mentality and the determination to get to where you want to in life. Like, I'm gonna go deep here. My year 4 teacher, that was the biggest low of my childhood with my autism.
That's quite that's ages ago.
Yeah, I was nearly 10 when this happened. Yeah, my year 4 teacher was the absolute worst. She hated me because of who I was, and she had no understanding for my autism. She just thought I was a severely troubled kid. And
back then, because back then around that time, because we're around the same age, I believe the educational system were a bit slow on the fact of mental health and that, because like me, I got put in an attic, mate, because I was slow. I didn't have like nothing. I was just like very observant, and I had anxiety, etc. But I just got put in an attic and with other people.
I got put in what's the word?
Yeah, they put you.
Isolation.
Yeah, they put you away. Like I don't get this with the educational system back then. It may be the same. It may have changed now, but back then, if you were slightly different, they'd, like you said, they'd isolate you and move you somewhere else.
Yeah, that wasn't fair.
And it wasn't.
Nah.
Because if I'm correct, most of the people on the spectrum are some of the smartest people to ever lived. And basically by isolating them, you're just depriving them of their potential.
Exactly, yeah. I 100% agree with you on that. And like, going back to with the year 4 teacher bit, like, she genuinely targeted me so unfairly. If anyone was misbehaving, she'd always put it on me. And one time when my mum went to finally talk to her, get an understanding of who she is, I explained to her that when I was young, I don't think she likes me. And it was true. And she said to my mum, the most he's ever going to get out of life, he's either going to be on benefits by 21, or at 21, he's going to be in a mental institute. She said that to my mum's face right when I was right next to her. And I will never forget that. And it hurt, it scared me, I'm not gonna lie, but if anything, that made me a little bit more determined, because I want to prove her wrong. And because I'm 21 now, am I in a mental home? Am I living off benefits? No, I'm not. And you know, that is
proved her wrong, like,
and it feels so good.
What was her first name?
Jenny.
Fuck you, Jenny.
Yeah, fuck you, Jenny. Like, I'm doing good with my life, and the fact that I proved her wrong, it's a big W for me.
Cool.
And I want to continue to prove her wrong by getting to where I want to in life. And yeah, definitely.
I love that. Moving on to like more of like an industry kind of based question. If it wasn't for like, I'm just gonna open like the dictionary here.
Right.
If it wasn't for YouTube, would you still be pursuing a creative path in life? You know, like film, acting, etc.
Yeah.
And if you were, what would you be doing, and how would that like?
I don't know, to be honest, because like YouTube is a massive game and it opens a lot more opportunities than most industries do, like you see in ITV. I would have still gone down the same path for like a TV presenting or something, or going for movies or anything, because like drama, I got such a huge kick out of it.
I still do my acting classes. Like I've been going there for like 4 years.
One thing that inspired me to do TV presenting, and it's something that helped me educate myself a lot. And this may sound stupid, but this helped me educate myself a lot better than school did when I was younger. I was watching game shows. I watched loads of game shows when I was younger, and a lot of people teased me for that, but I genuinely got a kick out of it. Like, you know, just seeing people like stuff like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire and stuff like that.
Yeah, I kind of see that with a bit like colliding with your channel a bit, with your videos. You know, now you mentioned that, I actually see that. So you think with your YouTube channel you're gonna go more towards like the presenting side of things, like, you know, like how you portray your videos? You know? So a bit of like similar to like the Sidemen, like like you know it'd be sick, you know the Sidemen, they don't have a presenter, they always have to pick one of the Sidemen. So that would be sick, like if maybe like JJ or I know one of you are watching this, especially Con, because I know you're watching this, but like he wants to be a presenter and the Sidemen don't have a presenter for their Sidemen channel, so
I'd be down. I would be down.
It makes sense. It would make sense if you think about it.
I like how you're teasing that. I like how you're teasing that. But honestly, I would be down for that idea, honestly. Yeah, definitely.
This is going to be like a bit, I'm going to put it out here first. I got bullied in it when I was in school. Like, I got smacked about the place for not fighting back, like for being like small and chubby, etc. What would your advice be to people online getting like cyberbullied? You know, because with YouTube and online, it comes with the time where there's hate comments, is someone always out to get you for no reason.
Keyboard warriors.
Yeah, like there's loads of people out there that actually like kill themselves and shit over this, man, and that is really bad. And what I want to do with this question, this episode, I just want to make like you're the perfect guest for like this type of advice. What would you say to those people out there, kids, adults, you know, in the middle? What would you say to like advice to help them counter that? You know, because I'm assuming you've been there with this as well.
Yeah, I have gone through quite a bit of depression, very lot of negative thoughts. I used to be so negative all the time. When I was like over like a year ago, I was at the worst place in my life so far. But I just stepped up and I was like, I can't keep doing this to myself. You gotta have a positive mindset. You gotta be more positive. Sometimes it's okay to not feel okay, but if you're not feeling okay for quite a long period of time, that's when it becomes a problem. But you gotta keep a positive mindset. That is the most important thing. And you gotta be very. I know it sounds cliche, but communication really is key. Like whether it's your family or your one friend, if you have just one friend, literally just talk to them more than anyone. Like communication and positive mindset is the two biggest things that you need to keep yourself going, pretty much. And when I was depressed last time, like not last year but a few years after, the one thing I did was just watch content, talk to my mum often, listen to a bit of Backstreet Boys sometimes, because I do like my cheesies.
Wait, is that the one from Brooklyn?
Brooklyn Nine-Nine, yeah.
Is it
I Want It That Way.
Yeah. That clip. It's so funny. I've watched it like 500 times.
I've only seen the clip. I haven't watched the actual series.
Series is too much, man. You think that was when there's so much comedy gold?
Oh mate, I'm just so stuck on YouTube. I don't even watch TV anymore, to be honest, because most of the content I see is just, I feel like kind of influences bullying, I think, because it's stuff like Love Island and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Programs like that.
It's like it's like an online. You have to have an online body. I get that because a couple people said that to me. From these online personalities, they feel that by looking in the mirror, they're not exactly that, if you know what I mean, and that is sad, to be honest. It's really sad. I'm not the biggest fan, and one of the things is that I hate at the moment is, I think it's a Netflix series called 13 Reasons Why.
Oh, I watched that. I actually cried.
I haven't watched it because, like, myself, I suffer from PTSD, and I've been to like Suicide Bridge in my life, innit, yeah? And it wasn't nice, and for the people to be profiting off a series regarding all of that mental health stuff, it just makes me feel sick, because none of that money is going towards any charity.
I can see where you're coming from, but
because at least some of the funds from that series should be going to like a suicide awareness.
I see where you're coming from,
but it's not happening.
Like, I don't really watch Netflix much anymore, to be honest, but 13 Reasons Why, I did have a lot of people recommend me that show. I did binge watch the whole first season, and to be honest, it is actually an interesting series, and they do spread awareness. I know what you mean by they should have given some profits to suicide awareness, and I think they should have, but there was a lot of good messages sent about that, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not usually a tearjerker when it comes to these shows and stuff like that. The last episodes, when you do see her kill herself, I'm not gonna lie, I actually teared up to that, because I know what it's like to be in that mindset when you feel like you've got nothing left to live for, and you feel like no one loves you, and it's easy to take your pain away and it makes things easier. But honestly, it doesn't. It just,
in reality, it just hurts everyone else.
It does.
And
like the Amanda Todd thing, you heard of that?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, because she was a girl that, this was back in 2012, she got told to flash to some guy on the internet. Her picture got leaked everywhere, and she moved to different schools, to different places around the US. The bullying followed her everywhere, and it got so much that she killed herself. And she did go viral for speaking about her story, and 1 month later she's gone. And like, I don't understand the mindset that someone can have to put someone down to the point that that person's gone. Like, surely they should have a lot of guilt, and if they don't have any guilt, then I'm sorry, they do not have a heart, because putting someone down, it's not decent, because you wouldn't like it if it was done to you. And I don't condone bullying in the slightest. Like, there's banter's one thing, but when you're fully maliciously targeting someone, that's when you're like, all right, you gotta cut that shit out. Yeah, and I have said that to a few people sometimes.
And on that note, I think I'm gonna just put this here. I'm gonna be putting the link to the suicide awareness, all the phone numbers, in the description. So if anyone's in like this situation, just reach out, all right? Because like, we've both been there, like, and we know what it's like. And sometimes you may not want to talk to other people, but trust me, talking helps. Communication is key, and trust me, like, if you think keeping things to yourself, like that just makes 50 times worse. Speak out to someone that you love or care about, whether it's a friend, a family member, or someone you know of that will be willing to listen. Seriously, talk to someone. Or if you need advice, DM Alfie or me. Honestly, like, we will happily take the time to speak to you. Like, we might not get to you straight away, but we will always respond. I think that's the coffee chat coming to an end, man. Like, I'm grateful for this amazing weather, because the last 2 episodes it always rained at the end and I couldn't finish the video properly.
Oh man.
And that's why it always cut. So yeah, it's been a pleasure with BVIDZ here.
I've had a fantastic time. Thank you so much for that.
You will find his links down below.
Check it out.
Yeah, let me know who you'd like to see on the show next.
And also hashtag keep it positive. Like, that's one thing I always say on my videos. You gotta keep it positive. Follow the hashtag on Instagram, because I spread it everywhere.
What he said. So if you're new around here, join the coffee gang. I'm Alfie, aka QuantumCaza, the only coffee vlogger in London, and this is my new series, The Coffee Chat. See you later.